What is happening, everyone? Hope you all are having a great day. Just got out from seeing Spider-Man Brand New Day. Just like I do with all my other movie reviews, I'm going to try my best to give you all my honest opinion about it. And even though I have autism, I always try my best to express myself and be honest with my reviews. So I'm going to try my best to do it with this one. So hope you guys enjoy. You ready? So, this movie was not what I expected it to be. I don't know about you guys, but it was not what I expected it to be. I thought the trailers did a really good job not letting you know what this movie's gonna be. Now, I might have to watch the trailers again to see if I did miss anything, or I don't know if there's any rumors I've been hearing, but this movie wasn't what I expected it to be. And there are some surprises in the movie, and there's a particular character in the movie, and at a certain point, you discover more about this character. And during that moment, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. Like I said, I don't know if there's like any rumors about this or anything, but there were people in the audience during that part like, oh. So I hear some people gasping, and I was like, yeah, I didn't expect this either. So, yeah. This movie, after the events of No Way Home, Spider-Man's all alone, and everyone, his friends don't know Peter, because of that spell. So you could tell in the movie, he's meeting up, crosses paths with Ned and MJ, and trying to connect with them. And you will see that in this movie at times. And during this movie, something's going on with Spider-Man, and he's developing with something, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go that. Here's what I gotta say about this movie, okay? I really like the CGI and the special effects. I thought they did a really good job with that. And I gotta say, the web swinging in this movie, I thought they did a really good job with that. I really enjoyed the web swinging, and the movie did have some really good action scenes, and Spider-Man showing off some his abilities and some of his new abilities too. I'm like, oh wow, I've never seen that before. And the movie did have some really cool action scenes and stuff. Punisher's in the movie, and they do tone him down because, well, this is a Spider-Man movie, but they do talk. There is a scene they do talk about, how he's like dark. I think he's like dark or brooding or something. It just so. However, I did like Punisher in the movie. I did like the connection with him and Spider-Man at times. And Hulk is in the movie. And that's not a spoiler because you see him in the trailers. So the fight between him and Spider-Man, I thought was really good. There was a point during that moment where I'm like, are you serious? Is he going to be like this throughout the whole thing? However, as I was thinking that, they do give you a swerve on it. And I did like this fight between Hulk and Spider-Man. And you guys are going to know what I'm talking about. I gotta say, this movie, I did not find myself crying, but there are some moments I did find to be very emotional. And I could see some people, cry, and there are moments I'm like, oh my gosh, this is messed up. And there's one part I was like, don't tell me. But however, even though that part happened, it did not, I'm glad they did not go that direction, because if they did, I would be ticked. So, yeah. Yeah, Punisher and Hulk were in the movie. Were they needed? No. But, however, I thought they were good additions to the movie. And I did enjoy them. And just thinking what else. I really like Spider-Man's, of course, the crowning jewel of the movie. And there were some emotional parts. But I gotta say, this movie, I'm not gonna lie, it did bore the crap out of me. I don't know. This movie felt like it had a very brooding and a little more serious tone. There were some, like, humor and not serious moments here and there, but it did feel like a little more serious and a little brute. So I don't know if that's why. I don't know if it's because of the tone of the movie or the way the movie is written. I don't know. I thought the story was good, but for some reason, I did find myself extremely bored watching this movie. There are times I was just like, find myself going like this. Yeah, whenever you do that, you're just like, oh no, my gosh. But even though there were some things I did like about this movie, but it did not, I don't know what it is, but it just did not really fully get me. You know what I mean? Could I watch this movie again? I'm guessing yes. I mean, if I'm hanging out with my buddy and we decide to put this on, I'll be like, yeah, I'll watch it with you, man. And there may be I might watch certain clips on YouTube or anything, but it wasn't, yeah, like I said, there were some cool action scenes and certain things I wasn't expecting. But like I said, the movie, I did find myself extremely bored. And to tell you guys the truth, I like No Way Home better. I do. I really like that movie better. So, now, if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you're an MCU fan, I do recommend checking out. And there is one post-credit scene, and you just wait till the very, very end of the movie. There's only one. I don't think you need to stay for it. However, it did got me curious, because I'm just thinking, where are you guys going with this? I don't know. I'm not a big reader of the comics, so if you guys are big readers, you're probably going to understand it, but I guess I don't know. We will see. They do give you some little hints, but to me, even though, there were some things I did like about it, however, I did find myself extremely bored. I'm going to give this movie like a 2.7 out of 5. I did not hate the movie, but I don't love it either. Could I watch it again? Like I said, maybe, but even though as a huge Spider-Man fan, I did find myself extremely bored. However, if you are a Spider-Man fan and you want to check it out, give it a shot. There were people clapping in the theater, and I got to watch a review from a YouTuber. He actually likes the movie. I'm like, oh, okay. So, yeah, so give it a shot. I guess that's all I gotta say. If I did miss anything, I apologize. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Post your comments below. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed my movie review, hit the like button. I'll see you guys around.